USAID is a bowl of worms. There is no apple. And when there is no apple, you've just got to basically get rid of the whole thing. That is why it's got to go. You know, it's beyond repair. None of this could be done without the full support of the president. Actually checked with him a few times, said, are you sure? I'm like, yes. And so we're shutting it down.
Well, sources confirming to Fox that USAID headquarters are in fact closed today, coming as President Trump and, as you heard, Elon Musk agree the Agency for International Development needs to be shut down after failing to be transparent with their budget of billions. With us now, the former head of global health at USAID under President Biden, Atul Gawande. Thank you so much for being here. I want to put up your op-ed that you wrote in the New Yorker, the headline, "Beyond the Chaotic Attempt to Freeze Federal Assistance, the Potential for Devastation," you write, "is made plain by another order concerning the crucial work of USAID." You heard the criticism there about the budget and the spending. What's the response?
What's happening right now is dangerous for the United States and humanity. These are people shutting down an agency and having no clue the work that is being done. I'm a surgeon. I led global health at USAID, and I can tell you these are programs touching hundreds of millions of people around the world on a budget that's half the budget of the hospital where I do surgery. Let me give you some critical examples. Number one, in the last 4 years, USAID responded in containing 21 serious outbreaks of deadly diseases at risk of coming to the United States. There is an Ebola outbreak right now in Uganda that is killing people, and USAID, all activities have been shut down. That work is critical and is not even happening. There is an HIV. 20 million people, of whom 6.5 million are children with HIV, where the global program that USAID leads with other parts of the U.S. government has been shut down. Those are people whose medicines are required for them to stay alive. I can go on down the list: eradication of malaria and polio and so on. This is dangerous. It is bad for American security.
There is, criticism of how some organizations, there are a number of organizations who get money from USAID. The list, as you scroll through it, is a number of names that people are familiar with. But the budgeting of that and how that money is allocated has come under some significant criticism. And in fact, Brian Mast, congressman from Florida, head of the Foreign Affairs Committee, was on this weekend talking about it.
You want to authorize purging of State Department personnel? What does that mean exactly?
Well, if you want to take a look at the State Department, where DEI has been a priority over, let's say, diplomacy in many accounts, $500,000 to expand atheism in Nepal, $50,000 to do, let's see, a transgender opera in Colombia, $47,000 to do an LGBTQ trans comic book in Peru, $20,000 a pop to do drag shows in Ecuador. Shall I continue with more examples?
So overall, you're saying the spending, there are crucial things, and the closing of this agency is a real problem in the eyes. You say it's an advantage for the enemy. For the people who voted for President Trump and say you need to purge some of these programs, what do you say to them?
A top-to-bottom review of what is being done and a change in policies is a normal way of doing business, and that is appropriate in any administration. But a shutdown of work that is predominantly disaster assistance, it is global health, it's demining countries around the world, including Cambodia and Vietnam, so that agriculture can be resumed by farmers. That critical work affects millions, and the effort to shut it down, activities are already closed. People are being harmed as we speak, and the destruction of this agency leaves America without the largest civilian operational capacity for action abroad. You don't need to pause it, and there's no such thing as a pause of an airplane in flight. You get exactly the damage that produces.
Yeah. Atul, we appreciate it. We want to have all sides of the story on the air. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.